After that, Seaman was done in the race course, and that I was not informed. Then my son was born on July the 31st. I was not informed. Then we had something called the naming ceremony. I suppose in India the father only, the father and the mother decides what the name they should name the baby. Here the father was not even called for the naming ceremony, let alone giving a name to his son. And meanwhile, we got in touch with all the relatives, trying to fathom the reason as why all this is happening. The relatives got in touch with them, and nothing fruitful happened, because if the relatives spoke anything like, maybe you should both meet and discuss, both the families should meet, they said don't get yourself involved in this. But otherwise they were always going around saying that I demanded 3 crores of, they've given me 3 crores of rupees, and since we have demanded another 2 crores, that's the reason. Yeah, they've given us around 2 crores of rupees, and we demanded 3 more. So that is the reason we sent the girl back. And so this news was very hurting when it came to know that people in the society are talking about me in such a bad manner. They came up and said, why don't you, talk to your wife or get a child back, or why are you demanding dowry, when that's not the case. But anyway, when the relatives came and spoke, we gave them when we showed our willingness to resolve the issue and talk it out, we were willing to meet them at any place, any time. And in fact, we also spoke to Dr. Rangabhasham and Mrs. Chitra, who is the main person who got me married into this marriage, because my better half was their Mrs. Chitra brother's son, her elder brother's. The main reason this marriage took place was because of Dr. Rangabhasham and his wife Mrs. Chitra Rangabhasham, because the girl is Mrs. Chitra Rangabhasham's brother's daughter. So she was behind us for nearly around 5 years, saying the girl is a very good, pious girl and all that. And today, when all this incident took place, when we went and asked them and said what's happening, they gave us all vague reasons, saying that they told us not to get involved in the picture, get involved in the picture anymore, and we are trying a level best. And when they went and spoke, or when any of the other relatives went and spoke, there was no proper response. So this was really bothering me, because I haven't got the opportunity to see my son, and whenever I tried, I was denied to see my son. It was very painful, but I took it in the right stride. I thought maybe my wife was influenced by wrong people and by wrong ideas, and then we had a mediation in a very prominent lawyer's office, where my first question to my wife was there any dowry asked, and she said, you or your family members did not ask for any dowry, or nor we promised to give any dowry. So I have a lot of witnesses to that meeting, and then again the behavior was totally odd, and there was no any kind of let's say reciprocation from the side where they really want to genuinely live with me. They're always trying to find faults with this and that, but there's none. So when we were able to explain the situation, they were then left with no reason as not to join. So they said we'll get back, and they left. And then the girl's elder brother was married the second time, and in the invitation card they printed my name without even my knowledge, and I was not invited for the marriage. So after all this, I decided, okay, fine, if I go to the court, maybe I can get my answers. If my wife has been wrongly advised, or maybe it's been done without her consent, maybe she can use this opportunity to come out of her house and live with me for the sake of her child. I went to the court. I applied for restoration of conjugal rights. When I filed this petition, no one knew about this. It was done in a very hush-hush manner. So the girl had a month's time. If she genuinely wanted to live with me, when I filed my petition, all she had done is the parents and the girl could have come and spoken to us, and if she genuinely wanted to live, I could have withdrawn my petition without anyone knowing that I had gone to the court. So if she genuinely wanted to live with me, she could use that opportunity of 1 month where no one knew that I filed for restoration of conjugal rights, and the matter would have been solved. But she came to court, and after that she said she needed 3 months time to file a counter, which was surprising. And then after that, in between, I wanted to see my son badly, so I went to the court. I wanted to file a visitation right to see my child, and she just came out and filed a maintenance. Even before she filed her counter for my petition, she files a maintenance because according to the Indian Penal Code, the maintenance starts from the time you file your petition for maintenance. So my wife was, let's say, her notions and her ideas for the entire thing was, for a lot of people it was quite evident, because the day she filed a maintenance, a lot of people came and told me that she's only more interested in your money rather than you, because anybody who wants to genuinely live with you would not go file a maintenance even before filing the counter. And I didn't want to believe to a lot of people, and I thought maybe she's again been wrongly guided. So on 3rd of Jan I met my wife at the court, and the judge was very patient enough to and very gracious enough to give us he said, why don't you talk with your wife for some half an hour and try to resolve. And our half an hour went for 2 hours inside the court. He was very patient that day. And at the end of the conversation with my wife, I told her, if you're genuinely, we spoke a lot and in detail. She gave me all vague reasons for everything that happened, and I said, okay, fine. Now we have a son. I think it's best we put our differences aside and live together. For that, my wife, she was like a little hesitant. I didn't know for what reasons. And I also told her, we don't have to come to court every time to resolve a difference. Why don't we settle outside court? Why don't we meet up and patch up our differences? For that she said, no, since we have come to court, let's do it by the way, let's go through the court itself. And again, that was a disappointment to me. And justice, he immediately had a mediation on the 8th because of leaving town on the 10th of Jan. So on the 8th we went and had a mediation, and in the mediation process it was quite evident. Even the mediators were quite, they knew what the problem was, and they told me in private, it's like, looks like your wife is just trying to find reasons. Anyway, we'll see what can be done. I think we need to have a couple of other mediations to get it through. I think all your parents should sit down together and talk it out. I said, fine, whatever the court advises, I'm okay with it. Because that's what we've been trying to do from the beginning. We wanted both our parents to meet. We wanted the entire family to sit down and talk and sort our differences out. Anyway, and after that, I had to leave town on the 9th of Jan, and suddenly my wife goes to the court on 10th, 11th and 12th saying that I want to live with my husband family unconditionally. She would have given a call, she knows my mobile number, she would have given me a call and said, listen, I want to live with you, and how do you resolve this? That would have solved the issue. Why go to the court again and say in public, give a statement saying that I want to live with my husband from Jan 15th? Doesn't make sense to me.